Hello, welcome to the Crazy Tree Portal Cemetery, otherwise known as Ashmore Cemetery. Society of the Haunted here on Haunted Road Media. Mike Ricksicker,
Shauna
Wackle, and it's been about a year since we've been here, but this location we've always noticed that it is really strong in an energy that's here. It really has to do with the way that the trees are set up. Let me try to pan out a little bit, but you can see that they've set up here amongst the headstones. There's 3 trees this way, 2 that way, that kind of opens up on that side a little bit, and then straight back that way is an additional tree, which really isn't a part of this structure. But anytime we've walked into here, we feel this really strong energy, and so we thought we'd go live since we're here today. We were just at Silcon over this past weekend, which is about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
And
You
go ahead.
can, like, put this in here, you can go that way, this way, this way, this way.
Oh, as far as
Kinda like
drawing
a
lines?
star, you know?
You could.
You could.
You could. So we're gonna dive into here, see if we can do a little bit of investigating. If there's a little choppiness or buffering, we are kind of out there a little bit. I've gotten between 4G and 3G out here, so we're kind of pushing it here as far as a viable signal to go live. So for those of you that are out there watching us, thank you very much. And we know it's a middle of the day on a Sunday, so it's not exactly premium time here for a live video, but and there was a comment right there. Oh, Andrew Cubbage, hey, thank you. Charmy and Veronica, thank you. So we'll try to get to comments as we go along. They're a little small here because I'm just using my phone for this. All right, so let's go ahead, let's dive in and see what we might be able to get here. Hold that for a second. I'm gonna get out of K2 and maybe set that up here. We had the 360 camera out here earlier, so expect a 360 video from here. You get a nice little walkthrough as well. So there's a lot of things we can't do. We can't set up a laser grid. It's the middle of the day. Same thing with like the ultraviolet light. We can't do that either. We can set up a K2 maybe. See what we might be able to get here. It's really, and because it's the middle of the day, it's hard to see the lights.
But Ghosty is with us.
Ghosty's with us. So maybe we'll set that up there in the shade and see if we get anything. There's definitely a viable energy here. So we'll try this. Shauna was on that side before, I was on this side, and we'll see what we might be able to get. So hello again, Mike and Shauna, back with you. I know we tried chatting a little bit earlier, but going to attempt again. We have a unique device here. It's a modern day telephone. We call it a cell phone, and through this, if you may be able to see it, there's a screen that's projecting our images, and through this we're able to actually broadcast to the world. There's people all over the country right now watching us. So if there's anything you'd like to let anybody know, we're here right now to receive that message. But really, we just want to know more about you, who you are, the lives that you led around here, maybe a little bit more about Ashmore, or even St. Omer, if you're familiar with St. Omer up the road.
And do you know maybe what happened to the town of St. Omer? Because that's next on our list to research. Kind of want to know where it went.
Hi, Tammy. How you doing? Tammy Heitzman saying hello.
Tammy.
Yeah, something that we discovered up at St. Omer earlier, maybe you can help us out with this, is we thought we discovered a back entrance, or maybe it was the original front entrance to the cemetery, but an alternate entrance other than what's there today. So maybe you can help us out with that.
And it was in the woods that were next to the cemetery, so it wasn't in plain sight. So only the people that maybe used it or knew about it, would know that it was there. I have no idea. But I'm always drawn to woods that are next to cemeteries because you never know what's hiding back in there.
Right.
could be people.
There could be
buried
people
there.
back in there. Yeah.
You
Could be
know,
other graves we don't know about.
that nature, takes over everything in its path, So it could be someone that was buried there before where nature, where it hadn't been so overgrown, and now it is. But in this case,
Yep.
may have found an alternate entrance, so
May have. A few things about this location, just to let you know, as far as audio quality. We are right next to a road. There's a road right over there. It's actually kind of cool view right here over the headstones. You can see an old barn and then the Ashmore water tower. So that's kind of a cool view right there. There's also, spin around a little bit, there's also a flagpole out there that is, the cord is banging against the pole, so we're going to deal with a little bit of those type of audio issues. And look at that, there's a fly just very nicely perched right on top of the camera.
I see that.
Wow. That's kind of creepy.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Tammy's saying hi to Ghosty. Yeah, we got Ghosty set up here.
take a picture of the fly.
Yeah, Shauna's going to get a picture of the fly, because it is just perched right there on top of the phone. It's really crazy.
That's funny.
Wow.
I got it.
Okay, and it flew away after you took the picture.
So thanks. It was hanging around for the picture.
And the fly wanted its picture taken. So, yeah. Now, the last time that we were here, just to give you a little background of why, and we can really feel it in here. You really feel it in the arms here. Let's give you a little background. I was taking a picture back here, probably like right about here. So I was trying to get, through there to the tree, right? And I thought I saw Shauna walking around that tree area that's straight back. Yeah, she's gonna go back there. I thought I had seen her walking from that tree straight there to the right. Yeah, that way, like she's doing right now. So I stopped from trying to take a picture, waiting for her to clear out. Except it wasn't Shauna, because a split second later, I saw her right over here. So it wasn't Shauna. So that's one of the things that's really gotten our attention about this cemetery is I basically saw a shadow person walking from that tree that way. So there's a couple graves back there. It could have been anybody from any of those graves. It could have been anybody else. We don't know. So it's something we really want to find out about this location.
But just whenever you step into this, like I don't know about all of you, whenever you feel, whatever you feel, but for me it always, if someone's trying to get my attention or something like that, always happens in my head. I always get the buzzing in my head.
Yeah, Shauna gets the buzzing in the head.
But here, the only place that I get buzzing in my head is the two babies that are buried just right there.
Yeah, and they're back here by the bag. Yeah.
And then at first I thought that maybe I was just starting to pick up on the energy from this area here. But as I walked away from them, it stopped.
So Andrew has a question. Don't flies mean a loved one is near, or am I confused? I haven't heard that about flies. That a loved one is near.
I know that
no,
flies
are... Go ahead.
Any movies that you watch, usually
hey, Woody.
Flies mean that there's like death around.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just a random fly, but just that it decided to light, right there just long enough for a picture, and then off he went. There he is again. Maybe the same fly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now he's perched on my finger. Yeah, usually associated with death. Sometimes something evil, and I'm moving my finger and it's not moving. It is liking my finger. That's the same fly too. That's really crazy.
No, it's hanging.
It's hanging out. You want to take a picture of that on my finger? That is crazy.
That fly is like a fan.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, this isn't making for fantastic live video because you can't see it, but Shauna's going to post the pics up on her Facebook. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm going to move my hand now because I really don't want it on my finger. Yeah, so that was a little crazy.
But I'd always thought...
okay, Jody, cardinals mean loved ones are near. Yeah,
cardinals, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a, and we just covered that actually in the solar eclipse video. There's a Cherokee legend about the cardinals, which is very, very cool. So be sure to check out that too. Cardinals and monarchs are closely associated with loved ones who have passed, yeah. So, um, yeah, they're just passing each other on the road down there chatting. So there's some locals over
It's
here.
cute because there's a lot of like little golf carts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, seems like a pretty small town.
It's a small town.
I like it.
It's a small town. So can you guys recap a bit about the location and whatever? Yeah, we did kind of talk a little bit about it before, Woody, but just a brief. Okay, we're out in Ashmore, Illinois. So people are mostly familiar with Ashmore Estates down the road. This is the local cemetery here in Ashmore, which we visited last year when we were out at SilCon. We were at SilCon again this year. And when we were out here last year, this portal area, well, we'll call it portal area, this tree area, it's kind of set up like a portal. There's 3 on this side. I don't know how you can see them. We did a 360 video here earlier so you can see it better. 1, 2, 3 on this side. It goes straight back to that tree. On this side, there's 2. 1, 2. You see all these graves around here. But just the way the trees are set up, there's a real distinct energy that's here, and it affects Shauna differently than most other areas usually do. So
Because this one, I don't feel it in my head at all. I feel it in my hands and in my arms.
yeah, in Zippy, yes, it is a beautiful day here. So
Yeah, it's like 74, 75 degrees here. It's really nice.
yeah, it is. So let's see if we can try to communicate with anybody here, and maybe because we tried this specific area earlier when we were doing the 360 video. So be on the lookout for that. We are going to have a 360 video on this, and I'm sorry about the herky-jerky camera. I'm holding it with my arms. I get a little tired. So let's try back over there by that tree and see if we can get something there, because that's where I saw the shadow person last year. But this area has definitely got something going on, and we'll venture. And even just walking out of that,
Yeah.
you can feel like a whoo.
It feels
It's like
just like this. It's like you popped a balloon.
yeah.
I mean, you feel like, you know, like your body is just like full, and then you step out of it, and it's like.
Yeah. Zippy has a great idea. Get a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that costs like what, $10? Should get one. So, all right. So let's try a little bit over here. You know, hello again, Mike and Shauna. Once again, we saw somebody over here last year, and we're just really curious as to who that may have been. We don't know if it was, you know, part of the Mack family over here, the Woods, the Ashmores, or anybody else. You know, so we're just really curious as to who may be here, and we don't know if you're trying to get our attention, if you're just trying to sneak by while we were taking a look around. Well, we'd really love to meet you.
Yeah, unless you're just strictly forbidden, there's nothing wrong with wanting to reach out and say hi.
And yes, they are Woody. They are old trees, very large. There's some more back here too. So the trees around here are fantastic. So were you from a particular family? You know, it seemed to me you're going right back there toward Woods. We know one of them fought in, I believe, the Civil War, or the war between the states, or however you refer to it. And I have a little device on me that may be able to pick up your voice if you try to speak up a little bit.
Even if you just want to say hey, just
Yeah.
say hi.
Just say hi.
Anything. Doesn't matter if you want to talk about how well you slept last night, or how your day is, or if there's somebody that you want to talk about. I don't care what you want to talk about as long as you say something.
Yeah, and even if you just like us to come back, you know, we're going to be back out this way again next year, and we can come visit you again next year. Well, and Bonnie's in the house.
Hi, Bonnie.
So I really appreciate you guys coming out here on a Sunday afternoon to watch us. I don't know, it's kind of quiet out here. I'll show you the other side of the tree area. And so this is looking back through from the other side.
Getting a little bit of a burn back here.
All right, you getting a little burn?
It's like it's not. It's different than tingling. It's almost like burning.
Interesting.
I've never had that before. I mean, I know
Are you
it's
trying
sick,
to
but
maybe tell Shauna something? Maybe you get burned on the back of your
right
head?
there, right in the back of my head. Man, I know I've been sick and stuff like that, but I haven't felt this. This is different.
Is there an injury you suffered on the back of your head? You're in a fire. If there's anything about your story you'd like to let us know, we're a voice for you. And Claire, hi Claire, how you doing? And that's the flagpole again. If you're hearing that ding, 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 that's a flagpole. And Zippy said something. Threw me off with an early yeah, I know. But we can only really visit the cemetery during the day, and we have to head back towards Shauna's earlier tonight. Jody says Springdale Cemetery is a very old, beautiful cemetery. Lived in a house by Springdale. Okay, very cool. Yeah, this one is Ashmore. We were at St. Omer earlier, so there were some things that we were discovering out there.
That vibe is way different than this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the children's cemetery. If you watch the video about the witch's grave, the February 31st, the date doesn't exist, February 31st witch's grave, Friday Night Ghost Frights video, you can see Shauna kind of react to the children that are out there. But you're a little better prepared this time.
Yeah,
going
I
in there.
I didn't feel. I mean, it was still a little bit like, could still kind of feel it, but not like last time. I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't research the cemetery at all, so I didn't know who or what was going to happen. But
Well, we had just found out about it the day
Yeah.
before.
so I had zero knowledge going into it, except for that there was a possible witch buried there and a little bit of a
Right.
a legend. And so I was expecting to feel that in spades, but that was barely a blip on the radar compared to just the amount of babies that were buried there.
Yeah, there's a
It was
lot. It's
just
very, very
crazy.
crazy. Very sad how many children are buried out there. Super Woody Boy says, Mike, does it matter how long a person has been gone as to easy access to paranormal connection? No. There's been people we've communicated with that have been gone a very short period of time, others hundreds of years.
I've been in cemeteries before where just passing through, using a recorder, walking around, and there was someone in an older section of a cemetery where I live. I have family
Hi,
buried
Wendy.
there. I have family buried there, but I was over in the old part where I didn't know anybody, and there was some stuff that had gotten knocked over. On my audio, I heard a hi. I didn't hear it out loud, but it was on the audio. And then after I got done straightening everything, so everything looked, as it should be, the lady that was buried there, or somebody said thank you. So,
Yeah.
and that was, in the late 1800s. So,
Bonnie said head injury, back left-hand side. Yeah, someone's head injury, back left side. So, yeah, and Woody, infant mortality was way higher back then. You're right about that. But this was, like, even for back then, kind of really unusually high, the number of babies. Like, there's this one family plot that is really all babies. All within a 10-year time?
yeah, and then, next to and around and just everywhere. It's like I had said, in one of the videos before, usually, if something makes you uncomfortable in a cemetery, you feel sad, you can walk away from it, just walk out of the area, and kind of shake it off. But for me, just everywhere I turned was just babies.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, no matter where you turned.
Yeah.
From one family plot to the next.
And I was
It's really
just, to watch on camera the whole event. I mean, I was just here, there, everywhere. I was like, where do I go?
Yep.
I was going to have to leave the cemetery, to get away from it. And by the time we came to this cemetery, I had shaken it off, but I was really upset
Yeah.
about that. It was pretty sad.
So let's walk the shadow person path. So again, here's the tree. We're a little closer to it now. We're basically, I thought it was Shauna when I saw it last year. From about this tree area that way. So let's turn that way. And I'll put you straight in front of me like this. So it seemed to be going this way. Now there's headstones here for Mac. And I'm not saying it's these particular people, but it could be.
Wow.
Whoa, Shauna's getting something.
This whole area right here. I didn't feel this last time. But that burning is just crazy.
All right. Well, then maybe instead of walking that path, it goes back there through woods is the last name to Ashmore's, but maybe we stay here. So this is the Roberts family. So you see here, John D. Roberts, Mary L. Maybe it could be because that tree is still right there. It could be that shadow person was actually associated with this family, and even you never know because it's really close by.
I didn't feel this last time.
So, John or Mary, maybe even Herbie, or one of you trying to reach out to Shauna. You trying to share with Shauna what you may have experienced?
Did you fall and hit your head? Did you have some type of injury?
Here, I'll turn around so you guys can see the...
It's kind of gone.
Just a quick hit.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
I've had it like the whole time.
Yeah. You don't have to be afraid. I mean, we come here as friends, just trying to learn more about you. And if you're trying to reach out to Shauna, we just want to know what you're trying to let her know. If it was a head injury, then that's fine. Go ahead and if you can affirm that, that's fine. And Adele, hello. Nah.
That was funny. That was so funny. Adele, hello.
Well, it's I'm trying to keep up with the chat a little bit.
I wasn't making fun of you, Adele. But I mean, not by any means. It was just funny because Adele has a song, Hello.
Right.
It was funny. It was so funny.
Okay.
But I'm not making fun of you.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. That was just.
I'm spouting off random songs.
Yeah.
Next will be, Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any friends named Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
really. Although I have met Steven Adler.
There you go. So John or Mary or Herbie. We even have down here Hazel and Ray.
Just saying, if you guys want to say something, and if you want me to know,
Okay.
I'm that person, so you can tell me. If you don't want me to know, that's fine too.
Interesting. Let's spin back around. Rest of that arm, it's just totally gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
If you say all a lot will think you're Okies. Oh, no. Definitely not an Okie, Andrew, even though I lived there for 10 years. Bonnie's saying it's a male. He moved away from you with the head injury. So
He must have.
I'm wondering if it's Herbie because you noticed Herbie earlier and you made some comments about your dad.
Because my dad's nickname for my mom is Herbie. Herbie, and I don't know if it's because of Herbie the Love Bug. I'm not sure, but that's been her nickname since I can remember. He calls her Herbie and like Bullet. I'm not sure why,
Okay.
but you know, nicknames, who knows? I've never asked where it comes from, but you know, so I made that connection early. I was like, oh, Herbie,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so
Well, maybe it was Herbie. I mean, he seems to have passed a little bit younger. 19.
he was 19.
He was 19. So maybe he did meet with an accident that was associated with his head. So, Mikey Sam, hello. Yes, it's a nice day. What's Zippy saying something about? Yes, I do have a recorder for EVPs. It's right there on my shoulder. So I keep it in that little pack there. I've always found it easier rather than, I used to keep it on my hip and it would, you know, as I walked, would make noises. So I keep it on my arm now. But Herbie.
Oh, there it was, because I could feel it the whole time.
Yeah.
And then when we made
And
an
that's
announcement
Herbie's right here.
that we were going to start leaving the area
Yeah.
and going that way, is when it kicked back up again.
Well, and you know, it could always be that shadow, you know, walking this way. Maybe because Herbie's sitting right here in the corner. I don't know if that's going to be the same person or not. I know I'm trying to relate things, but that's what we do as humans.
We're going to have some company, maybe.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Somebody's pulled in back there. So, but they're going to be back there. So I think we're okay.
Herbie, what do you think? I'm going to leave the area here in a minute, walk somewhere else.
Yeah, Herbie, if there's anything else, if it is you that you'd like us to know,
You know, then maybe I always,
that'd be fantastic.
you know, I stopped in here, maybe the feeling went away because I was sticking around.
Somebody is... Tammy, dang it, I just lost you guys. Black screen and it's buffering. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And Bonnie says, love the 360. Bonnie, we are doing a 360 from here. I'll have that video posted probably sometime this week. So yeah, we're doing more with the 360 stuff.
And the wonderful thing about 360 is if you're watching it and you hear something,
It's spin around and
then
see it.
you can like back up and then spin it around so you know it's coming.
Yeah, if you haven't seen our 360 video that we posted the other day, by all means go ahead and check it out. It's a preview of what's to come. The historic house in Jacksonville, Illinois. It's going to be almost an hour's worth of our investigation from that night. We went live from there. We did 360 from there. We did a lot of stuff that night.
I mean,
So
it's a pretty cool deal, really, because, you know, let's say you're watching it, you know, and you're like, oh, they heard something, you know, so the normal thing would be to, you know, pan around.
Yeah.
But then if you notice the time that it was heard, then you can back the video up a little
Yeah.
bit and then pan it around to that side, and you'll already be there whenever the noise is coming.
yeah. Or if you have the goggles or like the Google Cardboard or anything like that, you can slap that on there and you can actually just spin your whole body around and view the entire area. So it's very, very cool technology. So, you know, it's new technology that we're introducing to you. We thought it would be a great way for you guys to, you know, really experience some of these locations that we go and visit, so that, you know, you get the full experience. We always say that you guys are like another set of eyes and ears for us and all that, and now you'll really be that, because you can get a full view of the entire room. Super Woody Boy, I presume you have to have a cell phone. I don't. Laptops. You can view 360 on the laptop. It'll right in the YouTube player. You can actually just move the mouse back and forth on that, or in the corner it has the little direction arrows. You can move up and down, side to side. So they provide a way to do that on the laptop. That's how I view most of it, really. Bonnie's saying she knows that she was, I was playing with it halftime to get back. Okay. And Andrew's saying it was neat to watch. Okay, cool. Well, glad you guys are playing around with it, because we're going to be introducing more of that. So, yeah, just another way to kind of immerse you guys into the investigations. Well, Herbie, we're going to have to get going here, if that was you or any of the other Roberts or any of the other families around here. So if there's anything else that you'd like to reach out and let us know, that would be fantastic. Shauna's getting a photo of the headstone. So what we'll do is we'll do a little research, see if there's anything we can find out about Herbie Roberts. Passed away 1904. Born in 1885, so he was pretty young.
I feel like it's kind of him.
Yeah.
Because when we talked about walking away is when I came back. I was
Right.
still in close proximity, so I'm thinking maybe that feeling went away because he's like, oh, okay, I'm fine now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's going to hang out a bit. You know,
All right.
and she's like, oh, wait a minute. She's leaving. That's okay, too.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I'm going to find out some more about you, Herbie. When
All right,
I come back, I'm going to know something.
Let's let that arm rest a little bit. Let's pop back one more time into our portal area and see if there's any other energy we can. What?
I think it might be him.
But as you're walking away again?
I think it really might be.
Well,
It was really starting to fire up again.
okay. Well, Herbie, can you come this way? We're going to hang out in the trees over here a little bit.
Can you leave?
Can you come from that area over to here?
Come on.
So
This way. Oh.
All right. So, we're really thinking that was Herbie now, because as we're walking away, Shauna's getting. What kind of buzz were you feeling?
It's like holding a hairdryer on the back of your head. You know, not enough to be like, you know, you feel like you're gonna get fried, but it's like that that heat settling in. There's no buzzing at all. It's just heat. It's just hot, which is weird because I've never had that before. You know, there's a little bit of heat whenever it tingles, but there was like zero tingling at all. It was just hot, just on the back of my head.
Well,
So that's a new one for me.
let me turn around the other way. I'll go back to the other side so that if we get something from there, it'll be pointed in that direction. So hi, Lenora. How you doing? So Herbie's back there. Ghosty is right here. But yeah, straight back there. See, that's the tree where I saw last year the shadow person moving to the side, which I initially thought was Shauna, but Shauna was actually back over here. And Herbie's right there on the corner. So,
Was it a very tall shadow?
it was, average human height. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was your average height. No offense.
I'm the average.
I'm
short
average height as
American
well,
woman.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're the tallest woman in your family.
Yeah, that's true.
So Herbie, if you want to come in here to us with the trees, every time we step in here, I just really get it on my arms.
Now I don't. It doesn't really a constant burning like it was before. Now it's just random pokes and they're hot.
Okay, so you're getting random pokes in your head, but I'm feeling just kind of what we usually get here
And just
in the portal is on my arms,
right here.
and you're still getting it in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a constant like it was the first time, but now it's just like, hello,
Okay.
poke, poke. It's hot, whatever it is.
Well, Herbie, if that's you, can you actually say something to us? I have something here on my arm that might be able to pick up on your voice. I know when you were a teenager, they were starting to develop a talking machine. Thomas Edison invented that, and that was a device that was able to record a person's voice and be able to play it back. So we have something like that. It's a little smaller. It's on my arm. So if you say something, I might be able to play you back.
Even if it's just the word yes, if you're the one that I feel that I'm feeling, just
Joanne
let me know.
Rubino, hello.
Hi, Joanne. Just say so. Just or if it's someone and it's not Herbie, just say no.
Yeah, if it's not Herbie, by all means, just tell us
But
it's not.
But Herbie, if that's you, say yes.
Yeah.
Yes and no. That's all I need.
Yeah. And if
That's
it's
all I
not
need.
Herbie, you can also tell us your name.
Yeah, that would be great.
And
Not everybody.
and I know for you guys watching there, we're looking back this way, so our heads are turned, but that's Herbie's back there. And we want you guys to at least be able to see down there. So I gotta spin around again, rest this arm. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to get going here. We have to head back to Shauna's house. We have to grab some lunch too. But if anybody else has any other comments, we're probably gonna wrap it up here in a minute. See if you guys have any other. Wasn't one of the voice boxes called Fox Box? I don't know. Wendy is asking. She had a brain bleeding. You've picked up more of it as a burning.
Yeah, it was burning.
Yeah, burning, not a bleeding, a burning.
And I mean, this cemetery is just weird, just all around.
There's a lot of stuff
You
going on
can
here.
walk into different areas and get different sensations. Like, you know, you can feel like, hey, I'm in a cemetery, you know, sensation. But overall, it's just really peaceful until you get right over there to where the 2 babies are buried, and that's the tingling that I usually get that lets me know someone's trying to reach out, and then that goes away when you step into this area with the trees, and then the tingling moves to my arms and my hands, and then over there by Herbie, which I didn't notice last time.
And Woody's asking if the cemetery is locked at night. Well, there's no gate. You know, it's open, but you know, it has one of the signs posted. You're not supposed to be out here after dusk. Did it say 8:30 specifically?
8:30.
It said, okay. Some of them say past dusk, 8:30, which is around that time anyway.
And I saw that because I really want to be out here at night.
Yeah.
And I would be out here at night, and I would go so far to call the cops and be like, hey, I'm not weird, and I don't want to do anything crazy, but I just really want to be out here at night. Please let me do that.
Right. And
I feel like...
There's another question here. Sound changes when you're under the trees. I believe that.
I believe that.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that more law enforcement officials would be okay with people being in cemeteries at night. There's been, you know, cops that have come into contact with me at night in cemeteries. You know, they're now used to me. You know,
right.
They know I'm not...
And you can always ask for permission. I mean, we used to do that. Like when I was investigating out in Oklahoma, there would be times that we'd want to hit a local cemetery at night, and we just call the local sheriff, and you know, they knew who we were and what we were doing and all that, and they'd be okay with that. So they'd let their patrols know that, hey, somebody's going to be out there at the cemetery that night. So
had some, you know, policemen join on investigations. You know, go through walkthroughs and stuff sometimes. You know, I think 9 out of 10 people are interested in it. They just, some of them don't want to admit it.
Right.
You know.
So let's see. Tammy says, Shauna, when you turned toward your left and snapped that last pic, did you feel or see something over that way? Because I thought I saw something and was drawn that way.
Well, Herbie's been kind of, you know, I've been snapping random pictures, you know, close-ups and further away, and
and it says we're getting a bad connection, so we might want to hurry.
Okay, yeah. This is the picture that I took. The last one of Herbie. I will.
She's gonna post them all up on Facebook.
Post them.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, usually when I snap a picture, half the time it's because I feel compelled to snap a picture, and other times it's just because it looks nice and I want to take a picture. Any pictures of Herbie over there, though, is because I'm just trying to catch something.
Yeah.
And I feel like we will have something on audio.
Woody's like, we need to buy Mike a selfie stick for Christmas. Yeah, definitely we need a selfie stick. So, all right, I think, what? Did I miss something else?
Well, they were back over there by the car.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're over here. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
There's a trash can over there, so maybe they're using that. So, all right, and then, whoops. Somebody, oh, Lorraine says, I love your brilliant video, sweethearts. Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. We've been out here a while now. We're going to have the 360 video up here pretty soon. We place that right here in the middle of the tree portal, so that'll be very cool. And then we walked around a little bit with it too, so you'll get more of a tour of the cemetery with that as well. So again, thank you guys for joining us on a Sunday afternoon, and we'll be back with more shortly. Tune in to Edge of the Rabbit Hole this Tuesday. We're going to have Jeff Mudgett from American Ripper on there, and of course, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I think I pretty much covered it.
All right, that's it. Everybody take care. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye-bye.